Ladies, I'm here on that show, and I'm here to talk about my college football week 8 picks for this week. Not as stacked for the week as a week of week 7, but we still have some good matchups here. There's 3 ranked matchups this week, so it'll still be a good week. We'll see how Army and Navy do with their first games ranked in the top 25, so still some things to watch this week. The game I'm most looking forward to, I already say my game of the week here is number 1 Texas against number 5 Georgia. That's a big game for both teams. Texas coming off their ranked win against Oklahoma. They got some tough games coming up, against Georgia on their schedule. Who has to play? I know they have some really tough games on their schedule. Yeah, they still have Georgia coming up this week. They got Texas A&M, and Georgia has some tough games coming up, and Georgia already has 1 loss. They kind of struggled towards the end of that Mississippi State game in the second half. They still have Ole Miss, Tennessee on the schedule. So, that's going to be an interesting one. So, let's just get into it. Number 2, Oregon versus Purdue. Purdue almost had that upset against Illinois. I think they lost in overtime by 1 point. Oregon coming off a big win against Ohio State. Sometimes teams can have these letdown games. It's possible. Alabama had one against Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt's a way better team than Purdue. And Oregon's really talented, man. Dylan Gabriel had a really good start of the year. I'm going to pick number 2 Oregon to win this game. Purdue held in good against Illinois. And I get some teams can have a letdown game the following game, but besides that one game, Purdue really hasn't played well. So I'm going to take Oregon here. Number 13, BYU against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State started the season ranked, and now they're unranked. Ollie Gordon hasn't had that production you expect to come this year. I didn't even know about Ashton Jeanty until a few weeks into. I think I knew about him the first week of the season. I don't think anybody knew how special he would be. And Ollie Gordon, Ashton Jeanty is what we expected Ollie Gordon to be. Ollie Gordon hasn't been good. Alan Bowman's mid. And BYU's low-key a good team, man. Started the season unranked, but they're now in the top 15, number 13 in the rankings. Who would have expected BYU be in the top 15 right now? Possibly contend for a playoff spot, man. Let's look at their upcoming schedule, because I think they can possibly contend for a playoff spot. They blew out Arizona 41-19 at home. Arizona's disappointing this year, but BYU's nice, man. They got a good running game. Jake Retzloff makes some plays. Their defense is really good, man. They've only gave up. And their point total's 13, 15, and they beat a really good SMU team, 18-15. They held them to 15 points in that game. Their defense has been very good. The only game where they look bad is where they get 28 to Baylor. Other than that, BYU's defense will look good. We'll take BYU here to get the win. Number 19, Missouri versus Auburn. If this was at Auburn, I feel like it'd be a tougher game, but it's at Missouri. I'm going to take number 19, Missouri to get the win. I just don't think Auburn's good. Just simple as that. Just a quarterback situation. And look, I don't think Missouri's that good. I just think they're better than Auburn. So I'm taking Missouri here. Number 6, Miami versus Louisville. Louisville started the season ranked. They even got, I think inside the top 15, I think. But yeah, I'm going to take number 6, Miami. This might be a closer game than probably people expect, just because Miami's played down their competition a few games. But I'm going to take number 6, Miami. Louisville just really not playing with much confidence right now. I get they lost to 2 good teams, Notre Dame and SMU, but you gotta beat those good teams, and if you can't beat those teams, I don't know if you're gonna beat Miami, so I'm taking Miami here. Number 23, Army versus Eastern Carolina. Who would have expected Army to be in the top 25? Take number 23, Army here. Eastern Carolina's really a consistent team, and Army, they're just a way better team. Offensively, defensively, give me Army here. Number 10, Clemson versus Virginia. Take number 10, Clemson. I like how their offense has been playing lately, man. after that Georgia game, they just woke up offensively. Cade Klubnik has been playing really good. Their defenses stepped up after that Georgia game. Just everywhere they're playing much better. So, give me number 10 Clemson here. Number 16 Indiana versus Nebraska. I kind of thought about an upset here, but Nebraska just hasn't played the best lately. They kind of struggled against Rutgers, and maybe Rutgers' defense is better than you expect, but I mean, Nebraska's defense is good. I mean, they forced two turnovers in that game. Who else did they fucking beat? Purdue. But they really struggled in that game until the fourth quarter. And Indiana's been one of the surprising teams in college football so far. A 6-0 record. Now coming off their win October 5th against Northwestern, 41-24. I think they're coming off their bye week. I'm going to take number 16 Indiana here. I mean, Nebraska 5-1, but they've struggled in some games. Rutgers, Purdue, till the fourth quarter. I'm going to take Indiana here. Number 25 Navy versus Charlotte. I'm take number 25 Navy. Number 7 Alabama versus number 11 Tennessee. This is one of the toughest games to pick here. Whereas Alabama's kind of struggled lately. They lost to Vandy. They almost choked to South Carolina. Tennessee hasn't looked well lately. They lost to Arkansas, and they struggled against Florida. Won in overtime, though, but they still struggled. But I'm going with number 7 Alabama. I just think they're better than Tennessee. I mean, both these teams have really come in struggling. Both these teams really need to win because they each have a loss. So, but I just think they have the better quarterback, Jalen Milroe. Nico just hasn't really impressed these last few weeks. So, I'm going to take Alabama here. Number 22, Illinois versus number 24, Michigan. I ended up taking number 22, Illinois, even though their defense really didn't look good against Purdue. You probably expect their defense to play a lot better, because Purdue really hasn't put up many points against other teams this year. But I'm going number 22, Illinois. I mean, just Michigan's so inconsistent, man. Their best wins against probably USC, and USC isn't even in the top 25 anymore. I'm going to take Illinois. I mean, Michigan lost to Washington. So, I'm going to take Illinois here. Number 12, Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. Take number 12, Notre Dame here. Number 14, Texas A&M versus Mississippi State. Give me number 14, Texas A&M. Mississippi State's worst team in the SEC right now. They showed signs of life in the second half against Georgia last week. I was watching that game. They showed some signs of life. They're still the worst team in the SEC. Number 8, LSU versus Arkansas. Don't count Arkansas to pull off an upset here. LSU coming off a big win against Ole Miss, but I'm going to take LSU here. Garrett Nussmeier and Kyron Lacey are probably one of the best quarterback-wide receiver duos that not many people talk about. So give me LSU. Number 1, Texas against number 5, Georgia. I'm going to take number 1, Texas. Georgia can definitely win this game. And feels like they really need to win this game to get some momentum on their side because they played Alabama earlier this year and lost. I mean, they showed really good effort in the second half to come back. But Quinn Ewers, Carson Beck, Texas's defense has looked really good all season. This is the best team Texas has played, and I think they'll show up to the test. The key for Georgia's they can't have a slow start. You can't have a slow start against Texas and expect to win like you did against Alabama. You're lucky enough. Their defense, I don't know what happened in the second half. Just felt like they quit. They can't get to a slow start against Texas because their defense is really good. If they get off to a slow start like they did against Alabama, they're going to lose, but I don't think they will. I think Georgia will come ready for this football game, but I got to trust the number 1 team in the country in Texas. Number 17, Kansas State versus West Virginia. Give me number 17, Kansas State. Number 9, Iowa State. Another big surprise in the top 10 for this week. Iowa State versus UCF. I'm taking number 9, Iowa State. Number 21, SMU versus Stanford. I think I said it. I don't know if I ever said SMU would be an underrated team, but they're really underrated, man. Number 21 versus Stanford. We'll take SMU. And then Florida against my Kentucky Wildcats. take Florida. We didn't impress last week against Vandy. Florida showed really good effort against Tennessee, and we're going to lose to Sunbelt Billy Napier. And then we can leave Mark Stoops in Gainesville. Is that where the game played this week? Gainesville? Yeah, we can just leave him in Gainesville, Florida after we lose. But yeah, that's really all I gotta say for this week 8 pick. So until next time, Malcolm, peace. And after upload this, I will do a NFL news and impromptu NFL news to talk about the trades today. I was just planning on doing 2 videos, but I'll make it 3 just to talk about the trades today. So yeah, peace.